Hi guys, it's me, Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be talking about Tell Me Lies Season 2, particularly the finale, because there was a lot that happened in that sucker. Like, honestly, I'm still very shocked by what happened. So yeah, if you haven't seen Tell Me Lies yet, you should totally go check it out. It's on Hulu. Because we're mostly, like I said, we're going to be talking about the finale more than anything because that's like that's a novel right there. That's an essay I could write, and I will get an A on that essay right there because man, I don't even know. Like, if I had gone through that, man, the amount of, like, honestly, I need therapy after watching that. I can't even. I got my notes. I got notes in front of me, y'all. I literally have notes. I got my grandma sweater on. Okay, we got Pookie right here because we're about to get down up into this finale because a lot has happened. Most of this video is going to be uncut because why not? I just want to feel like I'm having a conversation with someone because I need someone to talk to. Yeah, I would like to talk to someone about this, so here we are. I think my mom probably doesn't want to hear me talk about this. So yeah, I don't even know where to start. Like I said, if you have not seen Tell Me Lies, highly recommend. Honestly, I'm so happy people are finally coming onto this show. I saw season 1 a while back. And well, not a while back. I think probably sometime like late December, January-ish. Yeah, around that time is when I started watching the show, and I finished it like in 2 days, like a weekend or something. It was so good. I would argue that it's probably one of the best dramas out there right now because we don't have a lot of great dramas out there. And I think this show is a great example of why we need to have more dramas that are set within college instead of high school, because ain't nobody messing with high schoolers like that. Let me fix that. Yeah, no, look, I'm sure that there are high schoolers out there that are going through quite a bit, you get exposed to a lot more, but you ain't going through that much. Like, let's be so for real. I'm like, where are people getting their sources and their information when they write stuff like Riverdale? Where are you getting this? But anyways, sorry guys, I'm like looking down at my notes. Because I don't even know where to start with the show. This show was so much. Yeah, this show was a lot. So, sorry, I'm looking down here. So yeah, season 2, episode 8 is the finale of the show. And this whole season, we have been through a lot, okay? Lucy has been in a relationship with Leo and is still obsessed with Steven. I almost called him Stefan. And Leo was fine, okay? He was played by that dude from Gossip Girl. I forgot his name. Wait, his first name is Thomas. Yeah, I forgot his name. But, yeah, he's so fine. And I was like, girl, there's no freaking way. There's no way you left him for Steven. Like, Pippa calling him a thumb was the funniest thing on planet Earth because it's so true. He really looks like a thumb. And so, yeah, she's been in a relationship with Leo, kind of. It's like an on and off kind of thing. I don't think she really likes him. I think she knows he's physically attractive, but she doesn't have, like, she likes the toxicity that her and Steven had. And you know what? I wish we had more characters out there that just openly enjoyed toxicity. It'd be great to have on screen every now and then. Then we have Pippa. What has Pippa gone through this season? She has gone through quite a bit, including, unfortunately being a victim of SA at the hands of the brother of one of Lucy's friends, Lydia, which we'll get to Lydia later because I don't like her. my gosh. But yeah, so she has suffered SA and she's struggled to come to terms with that. Also, her friendship with Wrigley at the beginning of this season was in the dirt, okay? And not even because of anything she did. Because if you guys don't remember, Pippa wasn't the one that told the dean about Drew, or anyone about Drew in the Macy situation. So it was Lucy. I don't even remember why Lucy did that. Like, honestly, anytime I think of that, I'm like, why the heck did that girl do that? Like, what the... Yeah. Anyways, she just, you know what? And I get it. At the time, she was being manipulated by Steven. But it's also the fact that she doesn't take accountability for what she's done. Like, you've allowed your friend to go through all of this whole time. Like, she's been getting hate from the football players because Wrigley is a football player. And you just didn't want to say anything. Like, that's freaking crazy. So yeah, she's gone through that, and really just handling her relationship with Wrigley, being more on her own. She hasn't, Brie and Lucy, they don't have too many interactions this season, or at least not as many as they did last season. I feel like last season they were more of like the trio. This season it was more like Brie and Lucy and Pippa. And so yeah, she is trying to heal her relationship with Wrigley, and I really enjoyed watching that because I think we see a vulnerable side of both of them, since they both are kind of like, Wrigley is the jokester of the group who struggles to express his emotions the correct way, and then Pippa is like the clenched fist of the group, who also struggles to properly express her emotions. So seeing the two of them reconnect and just get closer again was so wonderful, and I enjoyed that so much. Honestly, I love their friendship. Like, I don't even need them to be in a relationship. I just love their friendship. And I know that Wrigley is in love with Pippa, and she's in love with someone else, Diana. But yeah, I really loved watching their friendship this season. Then we have Brie. Brie found out that Evan cheated on her with Lucy last season. So she found out about that. And now she started to be involved in an affair with her English teacher's husband. So her English teacher, Marianne, her husband, Oliver. So she's sleeping with Oliver. And we find out, yeah, that's not what it seems like, which we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, that whole situation was just sick. I did not like that storyline at all. I understood like the concept of it, how Brie will accept love wherever she can get it because she just wants to feel like she's chosen. And, yeah, go to therapy. We'll find you a good therapist. Because, girl, we can't... Don't be involving yourself in stuff like that. Steven, trash. Looking like the thumbs from Spy Kids. Trash. Ain't got nothing else to say about you. Evan, I was very disappointed in Evan this season. Although, I did enjoy that scene where he low-key read Brie. When it was for Thanksgiving or something, and when she told him, I'm sleeping with a 45-year-old man, and he's just like, girl, you do realize that he likes you because you come from a troubled home and you basically have daddy issues. You're vulnerable. Like, and he said it in a sweeter way, but I was like, no, because and what's crazy? I was kind of thinking that, but the way he articulated, I was like, you know what? We on the same page. I don't like that you cheated on my girl. And I hated how low-key he tried to downplay the cheating thing. Like, so what? I cheated once. Boy, don't play. Don't even play. Like, that stuff's not fun. What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Like, he pissed me off. I was like, she's not, like, you're not entitled to her forgiveness. Let her take her time. Well, I mean, she was technically sleeping with a married man, but like, you know what, like, let her take her time to come back if she wants to. So yeah, I kind of had a love-hate relationship with him this season. I loved him in season 1. He was literally one of my favorite characters, and seeing him pop off on everybody on his birthday when he was like, y'all are not real friends. Like, when he called them out, I could go back and still, that scene made me so happy. I was like, someone needed to say it. And if there's anyone in the group that's gonna read it's gonna be Evan. He is reading novels over here because I I started laughing thinking about that scene because I was like, that needed to be said. It needed to be said. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we have a love-hate relationship with him though. Wrigley, I feel like I kind of talked about that with Pippa, that Pippa situation, but he's really struggling mentally with the weight of feeling like he failed his brother. And seeing him, oh my gosh, when Drew committed, S word, I was really hoping it was not true. Like, I was like, no, maybe they can, I just finding, like, I had a feeling that that's what happened in the first season based on how they talked about him in the future. But it just broke my heart seeing Wrigley feel like, I don't know, like that just, because he's the jokester of the group. And sometimes he needs to shut up, but he does genuinely care about the people around him. Like when he accidentally exposed the fact that Pippa liked girls, she was pissed, but he came back. Like that whole scene where he comes back to her and he just breaks down, starts crying, and he's just like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like there's, something wrong with my head. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I started crying. Like I'm gonna start crying thinking about it because I was like, wow. Once again, showing why I love their friendship so much, because they are vulnerable with each other in a way that I don't think they could ever be vulnerable with the rest of the group. Great platonic relationship right there. We need more of that, Well, kind of platonic because they did sleep together, but for the most part, it's platonic, So yeah, I love their friendship. Other characters, well, I guess technically not side characters, but like Diana. Let me tell y'all something. I knew that there was something I liked about Diana. And you know what? I feel like from Lucy's perspective in the first season, they tried to make us hate her. But this season, I was like, oh, why is she kind of eating? Like, oh my gosh. Finding out that let's just say she's been playing Steven. And like I said, we'll get into that when we do the whole episode 8 recap, but she been playing that boy. She said 2 can play at this game, okay? I was like, oh my gosh. I think I'm a part of the Diana fan club. Like, I always felt like, yeah, since season 1, like, there was something I wanted to hate Diana, but there was something about her that was like, she really does, like, I don't know, you can tell that there's a certain maturity that she has when it comes to even her relationship with Steven that Lucy in a way lacks when it comes to her the relationship between her and Steven. And I mean, I hate to compare two people, but I'm gonna have to because they've always been compared. But yeah, I do think that was something Steven was always attracted to within Diana, was her independence and the fact that she can really carry herself. Like, she has a goal. She ain't laying down nothing for him. Okay? Like, she's classy with it too. Whereas I think his attraction to Lucy really comes with the fact that they accept each other in the most toxic ways possible. And also, she's just emotionally vulnerable. Like, and he takes advantage of that. So yeah, loved Diana this season. We have other characters, including Leo, who is played by Sir Thomas. What's his last name? Wait, I forgot his last name. Let me look this up, because he was in Gossip Girl, and he was really fine. And he was also in Descendants, and he was really fine. When I tell you I had the biggest crush on this man in Descendants, like, I was thinking, ooh, wow. Like, I still will watch Descendants and be like, that man fine. Doherty or something. I don't know how to pronounce that. He's in Gossip Girl, and oh gosh, the Invitation. That's what he was in. I didn't like that movie, but I only watched it for him because I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna come through for him. Also, he was in Legacies. He just shows up as the attractive love interest in everything, and you know what? We're okay with that because with that bone structure, he's so fine. And the fact that Lucy was with him and gave him up, I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Have some self-respect, because that man, I would climb him like a tree. I would climb him. Oh, he's 6 feet. I'm 5'2", so mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, he plays Leo. Leo's a love interest of Lucy. Leo, honestly, I wish we could have seen more of him just to see Thomas's face. Yeah, because it's beautiful. And then we have Oliver. He's played by a homeboy that's in Lucifer. Never seen that show, but I've seen the memes from that show. Thomas. Why did I say Thomas? Tom Elias. Is it? Am I saying? No, Am I stupid? It's Tom. Is it Tom Ellis or I don't know. I don't know how people pronounce that. I think it's Ellis actually. But he's married to the creator of Tell Me Lies, Megan Oppenheimer. Okay, Oppenheimer. He's 6'3". Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Yeah, he's a handsome guy, but when you're playing like a low-key predator, you're not that fine. Yeah. So he's the guy that Bree is having an affair with this season. I feel like this season, that whole storyline was just to make us see that even Bree has her own issues. And then he's married to Bree's professor, Mary Ann. This woman is gorgeous. Dang. Yeah, Mary Ann, look, what they messed up character, but the woman that plays Mary Ann is gorgeous. Okay, I kept thinking, wow, there's something just so beautiful about this woman. Like I can't put my finger on it, but the accent and the face card, I'm like, wow, I get it, Oliver. Like I get why you're with her because she's beautiful. Like, you know what? I don't even know why he cheating on her. Like, why are you having an affair with other women? You got this. Oh, because yeah. So, yeah, those are, like, other characters. Oh, and Lydia. Lydia, who is Lucy's friend. And in the future, Lydia is engaged to Steven. Shocker. Anyways. And then in the future, Lucy is currently with this guy named Max. I just wrote that down just so I can remember that. But yeah, so those are pretty much the characters for this season. Pretty much the same characters, but just extra drama for no freaking reason. Like I've never seen a friend group that's so toxic in my whole life. Like they would make, oh my gosh, I'd be like, somebody put me out of my misery. I can't with these people. I'm someone, I can't with drama. And if I ever get involved in drama, I'm gonna quietly go to my room, close the door, lock it, put them headphones in, and just lay there. I'm not dealing with this. I don't know how any of them are alive after this. But yes, so season 2, episode 8, the finale. Oh, so we come back to 2015 where Lucy has decided to text Steven and invite him to the pool with her, or to meet her at the pool. And while he's coming up to the pool, her and her boyfriend Max are getting down. Yeah, so she did that on purpose, I guess, to just show him something. And this is just a really awkward scene. Like, I don't understand what her thought process was. But, yeah. And Max, being a human being, realizes that Lucy is just using him to get back at Steven. And that's just a lot because this show takes place in 2 timelines, 2008 and 2015. That is a lot of time to still be this obsessed with somebody. Like, it baffles me how there are people in real life who are this obsessed with someone. Like, it's freaking crazy. But yeah, so Max is just like, girl, this game you playing a bit too much for me. But the morning of Bree's wedding, Steven and Lucy decide to get down, and Steven makes a point that she hasn't changed, or he tells her she tells him that he hasn't changed, and yeah, that's that. Then we flash back. We go, going back to the future. No, Back to the Future is going. Never mind. I need to shut up. So we go back to 2008, and Lucy and Steven did decide to hook up. And now Lucy's just like, I'm sick to my stomach. But it's like, Lucy, you decided to hook up with him. Like, let this thumb go. Let this thumb go. And then she goes, and then she is sick because she goes to Leo after her and Steven hook up, and she's like, I miss you. And they get down. And I'm like, y'all. When she does that, y'all, I'm not someone, we know slut shame here, but that's messed up. I'm just like, why? Like, if you want to bound chicka wow wow, do bound chicka wow wow, but to do this as it's like I can't. Yeah, it's like, it's a weird kink, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. And so Wrigley has Wrigley has a breakdown, and Diana and Pippa decide to bring Drew back on campus. Now, we haven't seen Drew in a while, y'all. Like, in a long while, because he feels like he feels like his brother didn't care about him at all when it came to the Macy situation, which is why he exposed it. And Wrigley is just like, no, like, I really do care about you. I've been sending you voicemails and all of that. And it just seems like both of them are weighed by the Macy situation, and my heart just really hurts because I'm like, they just really need each other. That's what siblings are for. And let's see. Oliver and Bree. Oh my gosh. So Oliver and Bree have a conversation. And if you guys don't remember, Bree left her earrings at his house so that his wife could find them. And then she's just like, yeah, I mean, I planted that, I planted that. And she did this with the expectation that if she left those there, then she would suspect that he had an affair, and then she would be like, either I'm going to stay with you or I'm going to leave you. And Oliver's really just like, what the? Like, he's like, did we not make this clear from the beginning that I was not going to leave my wife? Like, you do realize that, right? So yeah. And yeah, Oliver is just like, I'm not leaving my wife, and he decides to break it off with her. And of course she's devastated because she's given a lot into this relationship, but that's why we don't sleep with married men, okay? Doesn't matter if they're in an open relationship or not, there are going to be feelings at some point. Let's not do that, guys. Respect yourself, okay? Please. And if you have done it, you know what? I love you. And I hope you're in a better place now. No, because seriously, I was on Reddit, and I did see a few people that were saying, like, they relate to Brie in the sense that they have had relationships with married men, and that breaks my heart because, obviously a lot of times the married man is taking advantage of that woman or that girl in that instance. And so, yeah, accept better love, guys. Accept true love, not this side piece love, okay? Unless he's a sugar daddy and you're getting paid for that stuff, then I understand. I'm sorry, never mind. Let me shut up. So, after having sex with Lucy, Steven decides to break up with Diana. And honestly, he's been trashing her this whole time. Like, ever since she failed the LSATs, was it? He's just been like, girl, I don't like you. You give me the ick. I don't want you. Why are you even close to me? Like, what the heck? I don't know. Let's not do this. And so, Because yeah. Oh, yes. And then Diana, she being the wonderful woman that she is, she reads him like filth. She was like, "You only wanted me when I was basically impressive, and now that I am not in a good place, you just want to throw me away." And I was just like, wow. And because she was just like, "Stop pretending." And we like this scene, guys, the way that Steven switches up, I was like, he's a literal psycho. Like, because I think she made a comment like, there really is nothing there. Like, she realized all these emotions that he's pretended to have are not real. And he's just like, yeah, well, I'm crazy. You knew this. Um, and Lucy, why did I say Lucy? Steven and Leo get into a fight. When I say they get into a fight, I mean Leo beats the crap out of Steven. And that's because Steven provoked him. Like, honestly, Lucy being like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Girl, if you don't stand up, like, stop doing this ratchet stuff." Okay, you know that man be provoking. And Steven had the nerve to lay on that ground all bloody and stuff, and he's still looking smug. And I was like, man, I hope you die. Um, like, honestly, I hope he got a concussion. So yeah. And oh, Bree. Yeah, so Bree Bree cannot let go of this man named Oliver. They she goes to his house, they, get it on, and while he's taking a shower, Mary Ann, Oliver's wife, comes in, and it's like, oh shoot. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I always knew that Mary Ann, I had a feeling that Marianne knew about the affair. I don't know if it's just me. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. I had a feeling that Marianne knew the whole time because it was something about her demeanor with Bree compared to Lucy. I was like, this woman is not feeling Bree at all. And I don't know what it is, but I definitely was, eventually I was just like, I think at this point she knows about the affair. So as Marianne walks in, she's just like, oh gosh, they're both apologizing to each other, which I thought was weird. Marianne is just like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, girl, why are you sorry? I'd be throwing hands. What are you doing? Like, yeah. And so I thought Marianne was going to go while Oliver's in the shower, because he's in the shower while all this is happening. She said, is he in the shower? She goes in there. She talks to him. And I'm expecting to start hearing like the sounds of her beating the crap out of him, because that's what I would have done. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this movie, but the movie This Christmas, when she puts that baby oil on the floor and he comes out of the shower and she whack with the belt, I was like, yes, because he cheated on her. And I thought that's what was gonna happen. I was really hoping she was going to throw hands with this man. And we just hear whispering. They come out, and she's just like, you know what? I'm going to let you guys have a conversation. As in, she's going to let Bree and Oliver have a conversation. And Bree's just like, hold up now. What was that? Like, what the heck? And Oliver is just like, I wanted to let you know, girl, we've had an open marriage this whole time. I'm sorry. I don't know why my instinct was to laugh when this scene came on, because I was like, there's no freaking way. There's no way. So she's just like, your wife knew this whole time. And he said, I mean, yeah, he kept it, I guess, a secret because he thought that was a fantasy that Bree enjoyed. The fantasy of like his wife, or her feeling like his wife didn't know, which honestly, going back to watch the episode, I do think that's what she enjoyed about it, because she now plays the victim, which honestly I do feel bad for her, but she's not a victim, because she was 100% okay with Marianne not knowing, because she makes it clear she felt like there was something between her and Oliver. Like, she thought, this is something between us, and it's, it's forbidden, it's romantic and all of that. But now that fantasy is broken by the idea of his wife knowing, it's just kind of like, why would you do that? So, yeah, that didn't go well. Um, yeah. What was that? I don't know what that was, yeah. But yeah, so Bree's about to leave their house and Marianne stops her, and Bree is just like, you're messed up, you and your husband are messed up. And Marianne, I mean, I'm sorry, like Marianne they kind of read each other in this scene, but Marianne definitely clocked her by saying, you wanted me to be the clueless, heartbroken wife. And I was like, oh, no, don't read her like that. Leave my girl alone. Oh, sorry. Leave my girl alone. Like, but at the same time, Brie did need to hear that. Like, it's kind of messed up. As much as I want to feel bad for you, it's kind of messed up that you would prefer her to be clueless and sit there and look stupid and be the good wife while you're, screwing around with her husband. That's freaking terrible. Like, neither option is good to, like, good, but that's pretty bad, Brie. Like, you can't expect that of someone. And Brie is just like, well, Oliver said he loved me. Mary Ann, she looks a little caught off guard by this. And oh, guys, you need to join the Tell Me Lies Reddit because it is amazing. Someone was saying that they think that Mary Ann, because Oliver has been married before, Mary Ann, and they think that Mary Ann was having an affair with Oliver before they got married. And he probably told her the same thing. So that's probably why it stumped her up that Bree said that, because he said the same thing to me. Like, but either way, this whole situation was just freaking crazy. I think they're both affected by the situation. I think Marianne is pretending to be okay with the open relationship. Because, she's like, Oliver's fine. I'm not letting him go. It's giving Nicholas Alexander Chavez's girlfriend. It's a giving his girlfriend, because the way that girl will not let that man go despite all this drama that's coming out about him. And the way I'm not even like, y'all, this stuff just at this point is coming up on my For You page because I watched a freaking edit of him. And now all this drama is coming out and I'm like, yo, I don't know how y'all finding this mess, but girl, stand up. But yeah, she leaves and it just seems like both of them are more affected by this than they want to admit. So Wrigley and Wrigley and Drew end up wait, what did I write here? Oh yeah, so Wrigley and Drew end up going out for drinks. Sorry, I didn't know what I wrote. They end up going out for drinks, and Wrigley gives Drew pills, and he didn't realize how many he took, I guess, and yeah, so they wake up, and Drew has committed S-word. Sorry that was such a struggle to get out. I'm reading the notes, but I'm just really like, that was a very intense scene to watch. I had a feeling that that's what happened, honestly, even in season 1, but seeing how it went down, that really broke my heart. Wrigley was just getting into a better place, and then his brother, they spend one last time together, and his brother decides to, so yeah, that was really hard to watch. It was very heartbreaking. I'm like really trying not to cry thinking about it because I was like, dang it. But yeah, so Wrigley feels like it's his fault because he gave Drew the painkillers, and all of them are just trying to explain that like this isn't your fault, dude. Like, you couldn't have known that. And then Lucy starts crying. She goes to the kitchen. She starts crying, and she's kind of like panicking. And Steven comes in. What a combination. Steven comes in. He's like, are you okay? And she's like, no, I'm not okay because I feel like it's my fault that Drew is dead. Because if you guys don't remember, Drew got suspended because Lucy anonymously sent, I think it was anonymous, right? she sent the letter to the dean saying that Drew was the reason that Macy ended up dying in the car accident. Mind you, Steven is actually the reason that Macy ended up dying in the car accident. And now Lucy knows about that now. And so, yeah, I could 100% see how, why she would think that this is her fault, especially since she did treat him very poorly, last season, like really badly, mostly because she was being manipulated by Steven, but either way, you know, she didn't treat him the best. However, I don't think this is a weight that she should carry by herself. Do I think that she played a role in all of this blowing up? Yes, but I think Drew was already struggling mentally with feeling like he's the reason that Macy's dead, and I do think either way he would have probably done something like this, as unfortunate and as sad as this is. And so, yeah, Steven, of course, is just like, this is not your fault. And she basically says, I want to go up to them and tell them that I'm the one that wrote the letter and sent it to the dean. She's about to go say it, and Steven walks in and says that he wrote the letter. And in this moment, you know that Lucy's falling in love with him, right? Because she's just like, oh my gosh, like, he's sticking up for me. And can we talk for a second? The way that Wrigley is just kind of like, thank you so much for telling me, and they hug it out like friends, I would have been pissed. No, because the way that, like, all, like, Pippa ends up getting, this sounds crazy to say bullied in college, but she does. She gets bullied and harassed, really, by the football team and stuff, because they all think that she sent the letter and that she told the dean. So, and then Wrigley is just going through it mentally. Their friendship is broken up because he thinks that she sent it. And she's like, I didn't send it. I didn't say anything. I don't know how this got out. And Steven just comes up and says, it was me who sent it. Oh my gosh. That is freaking crazy. I needed someone to throw hands in this moment. This should have been the end of the friendship right here. Because I don't know about y'all, but it would have been over for me. I would have been like, there's no freaking way. There's no way you're just going to sit here and drop that. Like, I was waiting for somebody to stand up and say, 1 second, how long were you going to hold on to this and let everybody else suffer because you don't want to say anything? Yeah. He tells Lucy that he loves her. Because she's just like, you did that for me. Why would you do that for me? Like, I can't believe you would do that for me. And he's like, I love you, babe. Oh, just screw them, honestly. I freaking hate them. I can't stand them. And you know what? I feel like I'm okay with Lucy being an imperfect victim. But, like, that doesn't mean I'm gonna like you. Like, honestly, you are a victim. However, as a freaking person, I can't stand you. Sorry. But oh my gosh. And at the end of the episode, Diana, we find out she did not fail her LSATs. This is why she is a queen. She did not fail her LSATs. She lied because, remember, they went to go get, Steven went to go get a scan or something, and the doctor was explaining that it looks like it was something on his chest or his ribs or something where it looked like the impact of a car accident. And this was right after Lucy tried to tell Diana that he was the one driving the car when Macy died. And so Diana is putting things together, and she's just like, oh, shoot, this dude is, like, crazy. And so she lied to him about the LSATs to see how he would react. And then she said that she got into a fight with her dad and that they weren't on good terms. Steven was just using her because her dad works for this law firm. And yeah, she's like, we're not on good terms. He's like, you need to fight for your relationship with your dad. Okay. This is the only way I'm going to get money. Yeah, whatever. And also she lied about the credit card. When they were at the restaurant, it turns out she put her card on hold because at first it said her card declined because her dad is paying for her stuff, and Steven had to pay at the restaurant. And I was like, Because I don't know. I think it was by the end of that episode. I was kind of wondering, um, like at the end of the last episode, when I was reflecting, I was wondering like if Diana was faking it. Because I was just like, I don't know. Like I feel like she's a lot smarter than Steven thinks she is. But yeah, so turns out none of that stuff was true. She got a perfect score. She got an early admission to Yale. And because I don't think Steven got his. But yeah, so she was lying the whole time, and she made it seem like she wanted Steven to feel like he's the reason that they broke up, but technically she's the one to I was like, this is so crazy. And then yeah, honestly, that was the highlight of I love that. But then we see Bree, Pippa, and Lucy. They decide to take their anger out on Oliver, and they they go crazy. You know, they destroy his car, and yeah, that's that with Oliver's situation. Hopefully that's the last of Oliver that we see, which, by the way, apparently the director or creators, they confirmed that the person that Lucy was on the phone with was not Oliver. So I'm like, who was she on the phone with? Who do you guys think Lucy was on the phone with? Either it's a family member, like a blood relation, or low-key, would y'all be surprised if Bree was having an affair? Like, I don't know. I was kind of thinking, what if she's kind of having an affair? Because some people were saying after the finale that they do kind of feel like Bree has secrets of her own, and that's probably why she's still gonna marry Evan, which would make sense. So then Evan, being the dumb butt that he is, because he can't put two and two together, decides to confess to Steven that he slept with Lucy last year. That is the girl that he cheated on Bree with. And okay, maybe this is just me, but I was very shocked by Steven's reaction, because I thought Steven knew that it was Lucy beforehand. Like I don't know why like I know by the time he married or is engaged to Lydia and stuff, he knows that it was Lucy, but I just thought beforehand he knew that it was Lucy, and that's why he was convincing Evan to tell Bree. But he seems like really shocked by this. Like when Evan tells him, he's just like, hold up, what? Like, you slept with my girl? And I was like, oh, wait a second. And so he does not take that well. He goes outside, he gets a fresh breath of air, and he runs into Lydia. Lydia, I hate this girl. I don't like her at all. And you know what? I distaste any woman who will sit there and say that girls who say that they are sexually assaulted, I don't know if I can say that, essayed, don't YouTube, don't come for me, essayed, are lying. Like, that's freaking disgusting. And I get it, like, that's your brother, but that is disgusting. Like, it doesn't matter. And that's the one time I was on Lucy's side. I was like, you don't know what happened, so why would you automatically jump to conclusions? And it's always the same excuse of just like, oh, well, they don't know him like that, or I know him so well. And it's just like, no, like, I get, yeah, like that's her brother. You want to stand by him and stuff, but at the same time, like, don't just be out here saying that girls are lying and stuff right off the bat if you don't know what freaking happened. Like, what? That's crazy. Like, that's weird. That's weird. I don't like that. I don't roll with that. Like, I get that's your brother and stuff, but don't just be out here calling people liars and stuff for no freaking reason just because, what, you changed his little diaper? Yeah, well, he's a grown man now, okay? But yeah, she apologizes to Steven. She's just like, yeah, Lucy was saying all this stuff about you and everything, and I realized I can't trust her word. Girl, Lucy, you ain't got it. Lucy ain't the only one that knows this man is full of crap. Like, you can talk to everybody on campus. Word has been around about this man, okay? And she's just explaining that she can't trust anything that Lucy says. So this man comes up with a brilliant idea. Well, he comes up with a brilliant idea. yeah. So basically, he comes back and he goes up to Evan and he's just like, okay, so Lucy is the one that you slept with. And Evan's just like, yeah, like Lucy's the one that I slept with. And he's like, okay, like, okay, we're cool. I'm cool. Don't ever trust that when a man like Steven says that, because they're not cool. Okay, they're planning your death. Um, and he's just like, we're cool, we're good. I'm not gonna ruin your life today. When he said that today, I was just like, oh, see Evan over here laughing like that's a guy joke or whatever. But I'm thinking, no, he's really gonna ruin your life one day. Yeah, he gonna pop up at your door one day when you got kids and a family and just drop that bomb. Like, oh. But yeah, so we flash forward to 2015. Evan and Lucy are about to get married. And you know, we already know Lucy and Steven. Why do I keep saying Steven, whatever. They had sex and all that. So Lucy is looking for him at the wedding, right? She's like, where did he go? And Diana says something that would have spooked me. She's like, it's very scary not knowing where he is, you know? And I was just like, oh, that made me tight. Like, I was like, I don't like this. I feel like this man is going to drop a bomb on this place. And I don't even just mean like a verbal bomb. I mean, I think he's going to drop a literal bomb on this place. Like, I don't trust this man with anything. So they're getting ready. Bree goes to the back with the rest of the bridesmaids. Because, you know, she's a bridesmaid. Lucy, Bree. I don't know what I said. Lucy is a bridesmaid for Bree. So they go to the back. And I highlight that because I'm just like, how are you this person's bridesmaid and you slept with her? Never mind. She goes to the back and why do I keep saying Lucy? I keep mixing them up. Bree gets on her phone and she's, you know, she gets a text from Steven. It's like the voice message thing. She opens it and it's the confession. It's the confession that Evan made to Steven all the way in 2008 when he was saying, yes, Lucy is the one that I slept with. Right before she's about to walk down the aisle, Steven sent this to her and she's listening to it. And we get this shot of Bree standing in the mirror and Lucy comes up behind her and she asks her if she's ready. And Bree looks like, I don't know if she's gonna faint. I don't know if she's gonna turn around and slap the crap out of her. I don't know what's gonna happen. I was just like, oh my gosh, my stomach literally dropped. I was like, there's no freaking way this man held on to this. Oh my gosh, he held on to this confession for that long. I knew from the moment he said, I'm not gonna ruin your life today, I was like, no, this man is gonna come back with a vengeance. I just did not think it was gonna be before she walked down the aisle. I was genuinely like, oh my Lord. Y'all, this season was freaking crazy. And honestly, I have no words. Between, like, everyone is just absolutely crazy. But that last, like, my original thoughts for this season, not gonna lie, I was not feeling it like that. Especially compared to last season. It was just something I felt like was missing at first, but that last episode really wrapped it up for me. I was like, no, this season was good. And like the way that last episode brings everything together, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I don't know how we're going to open up season 3 because I'm just, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't know how this is going to go. Like and I kind of hope Leo comes back up. But yeah, I do agree because there's some, maybe I should just open Reddit and see what people are saying. Because I remember one Reddit saying that they feel like Brie is 100% keeping a secret. And I agree. Because I don't know, it's something about her reaction. Like, do you guys think she's going to walk down the aisle? I feel like she might, honestly. Because I think Evan, you know, I think he gives her the life that she's always wanted. And I don't know. I'd be surprised, honestly, if she just randomly decided that she didn't want to marry him. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. But I'm also just like, what is she going to do about Lucy? Because this girl is a bridesmaid. Like, you have trusted this girl with a lot. Um, so yeah, I'm like, uh, yeah, I hate to say it, I almost wish Evan did not come out and say that he slept with Lucy. Like Steven was the worst person to say that to. He should have only told Bree this. And that's where I'm ready. I'm so ready for them to all come with their pitchforks and torches and just like burn Steven at the stake. Because when are they going to realize that this man is literally at the core of everything in their friendship? Every dramatic situation that's happened, he's at the core of it. Like it's freaking crazy. And I just what are your thoughts on season 2? Because I was trying to look at like the Reddit thing. I know I'm like mm, mm. How long are we gonna have to wait for season 3? Because I don't want to wait that long. Like, honestly, that just sounds freaking crazy. Like, why would I wait that long? Why? I don't want to wait that long. I don't know. But yeah, you guys need to join the Tell Me Lies Reddit, because it is so good. Like, someone said the devil worked hard, but Stephen DeMarco, or whatever his name is, worked harder, because I'm just so happy Diana was playing chess with him the whole time, because I needed someone to best this man. Also, oh my gosh, guys, what do you think Pippa and Diana are playing? Because if you guys don't know, Pippa and Diana are dating in the future. What do you think they're doing? Because I 100% feel like they have a plan that no one else knows about. Like, I don't know, something, because the way Diana was like, were they all there? And she's like, yeah. Or something like that. I think, yeah, they had a conversation about that, and we realized they were dating. And I was like, what? But I feel like they have a plan, and I hope we get to see it in season 3. I feel like this plan will be the downfall of Steven, because Diana holds a lot of cards right now. Like, she knows who Steven really is, and she's just accepted the fact that he's a terrible person, and she's going to take him down. And I'm like, yes, take him down, because I can't stand this man. And Lucy, stand up. Like, girl, I'm gonna need you to like really stand up and stand with the gang, because everybody is coming after Steven after this situation, because that's crazy. You gonna send that message right before she walks down the aisle? Don't get me wrong, I wanted her to know, but dang, that's like, actually, that's sick. He waited that we need season 3. We need season 3. We need season 3. I cannot tell you guys how much I need season 3. Like, it's like in my veins now. Oh my gosh. I thought season 1's finale was crazy. This one's crazier. Like, okay. Yeah, honestly, I have nothing else to say. Join the Tell Me Lies Reddit. And you know what? Make this video a Reddit. Start sharing your theories. Start sharing, what you guys think about this season and predictions for next season. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. Love you guys. This video probably will be coming out before the Scream Queens reaction, just because this one it doesn't require as much editing, and I just want to get this one out here. So yeah, love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. And let me know if you enjoy these kind of conversations, because I kind of want to do more so I don't have to edit so many videos. But yeah, love you guys so much, and yeah, bye.